doing some more base work. Not base work, but well, for these claws I had a hard time deciding on color scheme. I think I'm gonna go like a black blended out to like a off-white for the claws. For the claws and the wing claws. The spikes on his back, I think I'm gonna do black like blended to an orange bone color. I don't know, we'll see. Just want to kind of get this done. Do a quick little stream tonight just of some base coating. I've already went ahead. I still have a little bit of wash to do on some of the wings. Most of the sponge work is done. You'll see sponge work's finished. Going from there, some wash needs to be done in some of the deeper areas just to shade them up a bit, and some of the holes. But I want to get these base to see if it looks what it looks like in the long run here. Thin this down a little bit, just doing 2 coats. Man, my hair's getting long. I'm trying to find out how bald I really am, so I'm letting it grow out for a bit. It's been like a very long time since it's been this. It's kind of goofy right now. Let's see this or not. It's a little tough. The autofocus on the camera I gotta figure out. It just doesn't seem to pick things up the way it should. Or it's picking up too much of the background or focusing on something a little closer. So, and this brush isn't my best brush either. So don't make fun. This brush is just simple little, just want to get things done, painted brush. I thought about going all black on those, but then some of the horns on the dragons' heads, I didn't want to do those all black, so I figured I could kind of, if I did just like a mixture of it, I could change it up a bit. Maybe some have more brown horns, some have more dark horns, and maybe some bone colored ones too. Didn't want to limit myself there because each one should look different, each dragon head. But the ones down his back are the ones I'm most worried about, how they're going to end up looking. And I kind of want to keep the cartoon Tiamat has like orange fur that went down his back, which this model doesn't have. So I figured maybe just like a throwback with that, make those spikes slightly orange to bring back some of that feeling. And again, I gotta get used to painting in silence here when I'm streaming, since figured out you can't play music when you're streaming. New to this. I keep thinking of setting up the Discord channel so I could talk to you or whoever might be watching, but then I'm not sure how that works. I gotta look more into that. And I gotta pay more attention to see if chats come in, which rarely they do at this point. So I'm not used to looking over there yet. And if I do miss it, I'm sorry. I'll get to you. And some of, you can see that, some of the sculpture here is a little rough. It's kind of weird to know. I think it's more from the molding process. It's kind of the offsets on some of each side of this wing and the claws, which I'm hoping in the long run doesn't look bad. But all in all, it's pretty good. I hate this brush. There's one little bristle sticking out. Like that, the offset seems weird, but whatever. Just want to get this over with so I can do other stuff. Since this is, I mentioned it before, I got to do this for a magazine, for an article, and I'm kind of just doing the wings streaming. I'll do some of the other stuff, but I want to leave some of that for the magazine, and just want to stream some other stuff that I want to work on for myself. Then I have my secret project that I need to work on for a contest down in Kentucky. Which I need to get started on. I'm behind schedule. So I'm going to start, once this dries, is do a wash of sepia on it. Sepia, and then sepia. And then start blending some black out and white back the other way. So they look kind of old. I don't know if my camera, the light is getting blown out, or if it's my computer screen. Let me know if it looks good. Anybody, if you're watching, video quality wise. I jacked that up. Fix that real quick. I did do a wash on the scale part so far. Just I wanted to see if that was going to work. My test was Karoborg Crimson from Citadel. Get in there, just darken up some of the areas before we move on. It's just so unwieldy to paint these and try and keep them all on camera. Once these top cloths. A little too thin last time. I'm just going a little lower. Let me zoom it just a bit. Yeah, I'll do that. Put it in. See, like right there, there's really no definite end to where the claw is. I'm kind of making it up. I'll look on this side. I'm pretty happy with how the wings turned out, and so we'll see when they're on the dragon if it looks alright. And I have to try and copy for the belly. I'm gonna try and make the belly look kind of somewhere between the two, probably more that color, and blend that into each dragon's colors. Now, TMAT on the cartoon, man, it's so dry out. My wet palette is just curling up. Need to add more water anyway soon. They have orange that goes up the belly on each dragon head, which looks kind of silly, but I don't know. I'm trying to keep it to match that cartoon, so we'll see. Like the white dragon with the orange belly looks kind of silly, I think, but I might have to do it. Even though I'm not going to nail the look exactly. Let's look as close as possible. Keep messing that one claw up. Let's, nope, this one again. And this one. Let's set that one to the side. Got a bit more paint. Probably should have cleaned that out. Oh well. Coffee. I think for my secret project that I have to do for that contest, I'm probably going to record it and then post it after the contest, because we got to keep our contest I'm running. You got to keep your stuff secret until the show, and I don't want to ruin anything or break the rules. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I think I might do some videos on that. I just want to be able to move on from these wings too. It's boring. Not boring, just not as exciting as painting a dragon's face, I would say. Let me flip to this side. Is that even going, Lucas? Yeah, maybe. See, sometimes the cameras want to behave. It's nice. So yeah, the skin hasn't been highlighted or anything yet. Just got one quick shade on there. Gonna need a lot more, to be honest, which I'm worried about when I get to the body. It's not gonna be fun. Red and yellow are always hard colors to make look good. So I try to avoid them, but sometimes you don't get a choice. Ah, I keep touching this one claw. Yeah, well, I did use an Optivisor for, it's over there, back there. I got reading glasses now, which are helping. I think the Optivisor ruined my eyes because I didn't use one for the longest time. And then I put it on, I was like, holy crap, I can see so much better. And then I was like, and then I tried reading a book. And I was like, man, I keep losing my place. I'm like, I wonder if it's my glasses. So I just bought a pair of reading glasses on a whim. And they did better than the Optivisor. I'm old. Yeah, I'm just trying to get base coat and a wash on these tonight and then call it a day. Then tomorrow come back and do a little more. That's gotta get cleaned up. And what did I get? Holy crap. Of course, it's on my thumb. I can touch that. What were we talking about? Mistakes? There you go. Like dust on there, but it's little pieces of paint, little drips. And it's, are you kidding me? It's everywhere. Oh, just gonna have to repaint that. How did that happen? I know. It's from the paint. Looks like there's paint leaking. Or got on the top. That's where it came from. Damn you, paint pots. Shaking. Too much coffee. And yeah, again, there's really no good way to hold these for the camera, which kind of sucks. But, oops, missed a spot. It's my ghost walking around. All right. Dry for a couple seconds. See what needs double coats. Looks good, looks good. This one does. It's so flexible too. Always. I make more mistakes. It's amazing that anything I do even ever completes itself. I drop so much stuff that if I don't know, it always reminds me of Tim Allen in a way, where I'm always screwing stuff up. I'll finish something and drop it the second I finish it, and then go, oh, I gotta redo it, or something cracks off, or I break something. All the time, never fails. All right, let's try and clean that up. I am a clod. Total clod. Give me a chance to test what I want to do. With the scales a bit, maybe. So I'm gonna bring that out like that. So I hit it with a wash again to make it look right. I'm gonna try and get this blended out. Wash again. Yeah, so I think repaint this. I'm gonna paint the higher parts and leave some of those that scale, glaze it up, kind of like that. See what that looks like when it dries. with a better brush, no doubt. This thing's a piece of junk at this point. And the thought of having to do this on the entire dragon is now scaring the crap out of me on each scale. Multiple times with highlights. So I'm gonna end up doing something like that and just building up that color. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna aim for. And slowly build that up. That's gonna take a long time, but it's gonna look good in the end, I think. Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's hit this. Get that to dry real fast. More, cover up my mistake. No one will ever know unless they watch this stupid video. Hit it with some of the wash. I remember when you used to have to make your own washes. Good old days. Not really. That's probably how I'll do it too. I'll keep just doing some highlights and then hit in. Hey man. Talk to you later. Message me later if you get a chance. This could end up being fun. I like doing this. The shadows and the lights. Alright, let that one dry. Pull out some of this. It's been sitting a while. I'm just going to real quick hit a wash on these and then let it dry for the evening. Start. Oh, let's pull that. Stuff's expensive. Just going to hit these. That's a nice. Holding them up a bit. It's okay if it goes over the red, it's not going to show up as much. I want it more down at the base, but I'll fix that later too. On camera, it looks like I missed there. I just want to let it dry, standing up, so it gets into the recesses. Yeah, this is. I'm gonna go more for this. It's even gonna be darker than that. It's gonna take a couple times of this. Oops. Let's forget I'm on camera. I wonder what. I'm not gonna test it. What this would look like on the wings. As for might look okay for some of those holes and for some shading. See, this is dripping away from the base, which I don't want. Last one. Okay, gonna let that dry. This one. Now I'm not thinning this down or anything. I'm just taking it right out of the bottle. Or pot, as they say in England. Partially because I want this to be pretty dark. That's on there too much. Soak that up. It's actually starting to feel like I'm getting somewhere with these. The wings, I mean, it's hard to see the forest through the trees sometimes when you're doing a big figure or a big project, especially when it's sub-assemblies. And then there's that final coming together moment. I'll clean those spots up later. All right, so that's that. I think if I set them this way, they should dry the way I want. Well, that one won't. Brace it up. No, let me put a sponge under. That'll help. Yeah, the color seems a bit blown out. I'm gonna have to mess with the white balance. But all right, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna let those dry for tonight and talk to you later.